All right, let's talk about student loans. I know. It can feel super complicated. So today, we're going to forget the confusing charts and all that financial jargon. Instead, we're going to break this all down with a really simple but powerful story. It's about a monkey, a university, and a giant pile of leaves.
And it all starts with this one big question. What is the true cost of a dream? I mean, think about it. For so many of us, college is that key, right? It's the thing that's supposed to unlock a better future, more success, a stable life. But here's the thing. That dream, it always has a price tag. And the real question is, what's the actual cost?
Okay, so let's meet our hero. His name is Mikey the Monkey. And Mikey, well, he's a lot like us. He's got this big dream. He wants to build a better life, A life with more opportunities and, well, since he's a monkey, a life with a whole lot of bananas. See, Mikey's got his eyes on the prize. He wants one of those top-tier jobs at a high-level banana farm. He's smart. He knows the best gigs, the ones with the most bananas. You need special skills for those. And there's really only one place to get them, the one and only Monkey University. So for Mikey, the path forward seems pretty clear, right? The deal is simple. You go to Monkey University, you major in something fancy like advanced vine swinging, and bam, you're set for life. You land that high-paying job, your future is secure, more bananas than you can count. It feels like a no-brainer, a direct investment in himself. But, of course, there's a catch. An education like that, it's not free. Not even close. And this is where Mikey's big dream smacks right into financial reality. To pay for it all, he's got to go make a deal with the Monkey Bank. And let me tell you, the price of that deal, it's a big one. Just how big? We're talking 10,000 leaves. For one little monkey, that is an insane pile of leaves. I mean, it's way more than he could ever gather by himself. It's a huge number. But hey, it's the ticket to the life he wants, right? So, he takes the deal. He agrees to borrow it. So this whole thing has a fancy name, the Knowledge Tree Loan. And on the surface, it seems totally straightforward. The bank gives Mikey this massive pile of leaves now, so he can go get his degree. In exchange, Mikey just has to promise to pay it all back. Later. Once he's graduated and making good money. Sounds fair enough, doesn't it? Well, this is where the story gets a little tricky. Because hidden inside that simple deal, there's a catch. It's a tiny detail in the fine print that Mikey, so focused on his dream, probably didn't even notice. See, while he's off in class learning to be the best vine swinger ever, something is happening to that pile of leaves. So here's how this hidden trick works. Step 1. Mikey borrows the 10,000 leaves. Step 2. He goes to school, he hits the books, or vines, I guess, and he masters advanced vine swinging. But step 3. While he's busy doing all that, back at the bank, that pile of leaves is, well, it's magically growing. All on its own. It's already up to 12,000 leaves before he's even earned a single banana. And this unseen growth, this magic, it has a name. It's called interest. And honestly, this is the most important part of the whole story. Because interest doesn't care if you have a job yet. It doesn't care that you're still in school. It just keeps adding more and more leaves to that pile you owe. In the real world, they have a term for a mortgage, a home loan. Some people call it a death pledge because you can be paying it off for what feels like your entire life. And a student loan, with all that unseen growth, man, it can feel just like that. It's this weight that if you're not super careful, can just follow you around for years and years. All right, so graduation day comes. Mikey did it. He's got his degree in advanced vine swinging, diploma in hand, ready to take on the world. But now, it's time to pay up. That deal he made with the bank is coming due, and his future is about to split into two very, very different paths.
So you've got two possibilities for Mikey. Path number 1, scenario A, the dream comes true. He lands that awesome job at the fancy banana farm, he's making a ton of bananas, and yeah, paying back that bigger pile of leaves is hard, but he can do it. It's manageable. But then, there's scenario B, the tough reality. Mikey can't find a good job. Maybe the market for advanced vine swingers just isn't what it used to be. And now that pile of leaves that keeps getting bigger and bigger, it's not an investment anymore. It's a crushing weight on his shoulder.
So, what's the point of this whole story about a monkey and his banana dreams? What does it all mean? Well, let's connect the dots here. Let's talk about what Mikey's journey really teaches us about student debt in the real world.
It's pretty simple, really. Mikey's story is a metaphor. He's walked right into a version of the student loan debt trap. It's that huge risk you take when the total cost of your education, including all that interest, that unseen growth, ends up being way more than what you actually get back from it financially. Let's break it down into the real terms.
That first pile of 10,000 leaves Mikey borrowed, that's what we call the principal. That unseen growth, the extra leaves that piled up while he was in school, yep, that's interest. And the biggest takeaway of all is the risk. The real, honest-to-goodness risk that the future you were banking on just doesn't happen. And you're left holding the bag with a debt that's way bigger than you ever imagined.
And all this leaves us with the one final massive question. It's not just for Mikey, it's for anyone thinking about taking on debt for a dream. How do you weigh the fruit against the debt? The fruit, that's the prize. The better job, the bigger paycheck, the life you want. And the debt is that pile of leaves. How do you really, truly weigh one against the other? That's the one calculation everyone has to make. And when you're chasing a dream, it's pretty much the only calculation that really matters.